Okay, chapter 7.3, page 321, exercise 3, it says graph the inequalities. Graph the inequalities. The easiest way to graph the inequalities, of course, is to put it in y-intercept form where you can recognize the slope and the y-intercept. But the first thing you should probably do is ask yourself, do we have one of these less than equal to type things, or is it just a less than? Because you know if it's one of these, we're going to have a dotted line, and if it's one of those, it'll be a solid line. Doesn't matter which way it's pointed. And remember, if y is less than, that's whatever the stuff is, then it's going to be a lower half. And if y is greater than, it'll be the upper half. So if you remember those rules, that's the upper half, like that. Okay, if you can remember those rules, and you can flip these equations around into the correct format, it should be easy to graph. So let's just try a couple of them. Let's try this one down here. This one here, I'm going to write it out a little bit larger so it's easier to see. Y is greater than or equal to 1/2 x plus 3. How convenient that it's already in slope-intercept format. So 1/2 plus 3, which means 2, 3. Oh, let's do this in a color here. 1, 2, 3. There's my y-intercept. The slope is 1/2, which means rise over run, which means it rises 1, it runs 2. It rises 1, it runs 2. It rises 1, it runs 2. And it goes down 1, goes over 2, goes down 1, goes over 2. And there we have it. So do I draw a dotted line or a solid line? Well, it's greater than or equal to, so it's a solid line. And is the solution set above the line or below the line? Well, y is greater than that stuff, and therefore it must be above the line. And that's the answer to that one. The rest of them are just as easy.